Well, hello and welcome to my channel. If it's the first time that you are watching me, then hello and welcome to everybody that's coming back to me. Hello again. We have a lot to talk about, so let's get ready. So we've got lots to talk about, but first of all, I thought rather we get into the serious and the sad stuff. Hello, everybody that's arrived. Before we get into serious and sad stuff, I wanted to show you something fun. Our ABC, the Australian Broadcasting Community, they have this Media Bites show, and it's where they pull up stuff about the media, and it's called Crystal Balls Up. Yes, that is correct. That is the headline. Crystal Balls Up. And it is classic. So we're going to watch the introduction of this, and you'll see why I laughed. And I think this is what we're going to need to just, before we get into the serious part.
Hi, I'm Paul Barry. Welcome to a new year, Media Bites, and to a new guy in the White House who has hit the ground running.
Hits the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
Hitting the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
Hitting the ground running.
That's sort of what they do. They sort of make fun of everything. But I just loved that intro. I'll just play it again for you because it was classic. Crystal Balls Up. See, I didn't realize that the Australian Broadcasting Corporation was so clued up to what was going on in the media. A crystal balls up. So I hope you appreciated that little bit of humor, because that's what's essentially happening. So wow, there's 25 people watching already. That's amazing. So thank you all for watching. I know it was hilarious. So I titled this "The Community Stands with Nat, KJ's statement, and what's next." Well, I've been very, very impressed and really proud to be part of a community that supports each other. And thank you to Hell Freeze Over for the "I Stand with Nat" slogan. We are, hopefully we are spreading that all over Twitter, because bullying and what happened to Nat is not okay. And I was going to say, I don't think anybody was affected. I don't think there was anyone that wasn't affected by the filing last night. But unfortunately, I was wrong, because there is one person that was able to go on as business as usual today and not blink an eyelid and complain that the screenshots are fake. Yes, that is correct. So let's just have a look. We're going to have a look at Instagram, first of all. So this is our first Instagram post. Didn't somebody state that it would be the kids out? So good morning from Skull Island and Camp Kratoris, or Monster Island as V calls it. I love how creative kids can be with their imagination. Okay. So Beth wants a very quick message. So last night there was a filing, and it was in response to the motion for status conference. And in it, Saltsy was talking about the hackers, and the hackers got very personal. There was some threats made to him and witnesses. And the hackers stated that KJ had told them about it and told them to do it, and that it's been investigated. So then this was the next Instagram post. Derek Stillard's sister-in-law just shared this in her stories. I absolutely love it. Who else is going to practice scrolling and going about your day? I just saw a post I didn't agree with. I didn't get offended. I didn't comment. I didn't feel the need to change their mind. I still like the person. I just kept scrolling and went on my day. Beth, that's a really short version of it. It was not pretty. Most of us, I think, would agree that we ended up in tears last night or yesterday or whenever we did it. It was very emotional. So this statement was plastered on Twitter as well. The recent allegations against me in the Natalie Kennett declaration are false. I did not harass or ask anyone to harass Ms. Kennett, nor do I condone harassment of any kind, especially directed towards people with disabilities. We look forward to demonstrating this to the court. Now, I have a few issues with this statement. First of all, at no point was there ever allegation that they were against her. They were never against KJ. What the allegation stated was that the hackers themselves said, the hackers themselves said KJ put us up to this. What Saltsy was asking for was, that's right. Yeah, and I should have redacted it, and I'm sorry, I didn't think about it. That's also my fault. That nobody accused her of doing anything. They stated the fact is there have been witnesses intimidated. Fact 2, they stated that it was Katie that had given them the directive. Fact 3 is that it was only the plaintiff's side that got hacked. Fact 4, KJ herself posted that there was an issue with it, with her email address. So there's 4 facts there. At no point is there saying she's behind it. And fact 5 is that they've got an investigation going on. There's an investigation going on to find out who was responsible. Now, I hope that I hope that she is true and there is no connection to her. That's what the hackers say, Beth. If you look at the evidence and if you look at the screenshots, because they were all put there, they will say that KJ told them to do it. Now, we all saw the stuff on Twitter. I think most of us saw the stuff on Twitter. But to claim that it was made up is highly offensive. And I'm going to show you that because she makes a statement on her channel and she says that the screenshots are fake. And I was not very happy. Yeah. Yeah, her saying that. And the thing is, it's not. So does that mean that everybody has fake screenshots? What I wanted. This is what I would have liked. This is what I would have liked KJ to say. In some court filings last night, there were some allegations in there about some hackers using my name to say that I was responsible for some hacking and some harassment to witnesses. This is not true. However, I am working with law enforcement to find out who it is so that we have the full weight of the law come down on them. I do not condone harassment, and nobody should be harassed. End of story. That's what she should have said. Am I wrong? Yeah. I bet you. Well, the other thing is, Gail, she's just probably sealed her gag order. Well, that's right. The investigation hadn't been finished. So, yeah. So, in a perfect world, yes. And nobody said she did it. Nobody has said she's done it. And don't forget, she said she was making allegations that she was hacked too. No, I know. So she did, this was, I mean, to me, she was making a mockery of the whole thing, because let me just show you. This was her first one today. This was her first live. She did 2 lives. I was going to say, I think Uncivil, I think with Uncivil, probably, because I sometimes think that sometimes men have trouble empathizing like the women. That's just my opinion. So, yeah, she could have made a blanket statement. Yeah. Well, so this was her first one. Now, there's someone here that says, Katie, you should publicly disavow people who may be your fans doing that to that Natalie girl. It's so upsetting. Imagine someone doing that to your son. No hate, but I think you should say something. So this was her. This is called My Statement, this week's roundup of shady people. Yes, that's what she called it. And we are going to unpack some things about bad people. She's posted the statement here again. And I have to say, I just thought, and for me, this was offensive because I felt like she was making a mockery. So let's look at the first. This is her first live for today, and I want you to see this. This is how she handled it in her first live.
Hey guys, how is everyone? Hello, how is everyone tonight? Is everyone having a good day? Good evening? Good morning? I've been dealing with this, like, my room that I film in it's got one vent, and it's like, I don't know, it gets so hot in here, and I feel like all day long I vacillate between being really cold and then I'm being really hot. And today has been one of those days where I had a nice comfy sweater on, and then I just couldn't stop getting hot. So I was like, well, now I have to put on a t-shirt, and now I feel cold. It's that uncomfortable time of year, right? Where you have, I don't even know, winter in Minnesota, and it's really cold outside. That's the irony of all of this. And my feet have been freezing the whole day. So I don't know what's up with that. Welcome everyone in the chat. I was thinking about what to do for this evening stream. I was trying to evaluate like what I wanted to cover and what.
So we're into 1 minute into the stream. We've not got anything. And because she was late.
What I wanted to talk about, and I was like, well, you know, maybe we could talk about this. We are not going to. I'm going to have to. So I want to keep the chat open, but unfortunately, there's. I just want to be clear. We are not discussing anything, period, about what people are seeing or saying. It's not what we're here for, and if that's what you're here for, no answers, no questions, nothing will be addressed. Just so you know. And okay, let's get on to what we're doing for tonight. We are going to talk about that.
That was it. I haven't watched any more. Now, the other thing is, there is a thing on Reddit where she's actually telling people that she needs super chats because she's got bills to pay. So that was her first. So that was the start of that one. Okay. So This was the second one. Yeah, it's interesting how the face changes. So, and then, so she hasn't mentioned, yeah. This is where she talks about the fact that that the screenshots are fake. And this is what really got me angry. All right. And I've given it a thumbs down, by the way. Oh, that video's gone, says Cat Mum. Okay. I'll see if I can find it for you in a minute. So here we go.
Hey guys, 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna just wait a minute to see if you guys, I'm alive, and I just want to wait a minute to get people here. There's been a lot that's been going on Facebook. We've got quite the story to unpack, and I want to just make sure that I get people here because I have a statement that I want to make, and then I want to move forward with this live stream. So I'm gonna give you guys some time to get here. I hope everyone's having a good night. Slow mode is when.
So I think we go about 3 or 4 minutes in, and before she even starts, because nobody's joining.
You slow down the chat. So that's what we have right now. I'm just gonna wait for a minute. There was a lot of people waiting, and then I don't know where everyone went, but I'm going to wait. Hey everyone, hi Jody. Uh-oh. What happened here? I need to get back in here. All right, I'm gonna just wait. I'm still waiting.
She's not getting many people into her chat, as you can see.
For you guys to get here.
Oops. I haven't shared it. Sorry. What a silly sausage I am.
Okay. How is everyone? Is everyone having a good night? I'm trying to wait. I know this is like my, yeah, I can turn the slow mode off. I've just been trying to, I was just live not too long ago, so I'm trying to make sure that I can turn slow mode off because we're not in members only. And I will share this again on Twitter. I just want to get some people here before I get started because I don't want to have to read this more than once. And then I want to move on.
That's what she wants to do. She wants to do what she has to do and then move on. Like, I couldn't move. I have to say that it was very hard to be motivated today and to move on. I wish I had this blasé attitude, because all I could think about was what had happened to Nat. So that was all. So she wants to say what she has to say, and then she wants to move on.
How is everyone tonight? Is everyone having a good night?
No, because you're on.
The story that we're going to cover tonight. Has anyone seen the story? It's Jason Collier. Has anyone seen the story? Has anyone? It's all over Facebook. All over Facebook. Trying to get people here.
So we're 3 minutes 41 here, and she hasn't started. She's got nobody there. Well, maybe they're all used to her being late. Maybe they're used to her not turning up and go, oh yeah, I've still got another 5 minutes because she won't show up. Oh boy.
You've not seen it. You don't think so? No, you have no idea who this person is. Well, this is a really fun story, wild story. You didn't see it. Wow, okay. I don't know where everyone is. You've been on social media, you've seen it. I'm trying to get, hey guys, you have been on Facebook in 2 years. Oh my goodness. You saw it on TikTok, says Elia. You came here for the tea. Wonderful. You're excited to hear about it. Awesome. You don't know what it is, though. It's a wild story that has sort of gripped hold of Facebook. And I'm not sure why I can't get anyone here.
The health freeze over says she's okay, by the way, and doing much better, by the way. I got a message to her through a friend, and it's safe for her to come back. That it's safe for her to come back when or if she's ready. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good to hear that she's doing a lot better. I was trying to work out whether is she the one that Katie was asking for prayers for the other day? Because I was trying to work that out. And if that's true, then how did she know? There's still lots of things I can't work out, like why in a DM that she said that she had autism, and yet the hackers knew that she had autism, and yet she hadn't shared it with anybody else. There's just, for me, there's just lots of unanswered questions, like how did this information come out? Everyone, all right, you doubt it. That's good, because I would have really hated to know if that was that. Yeah, jinx, yeah. All right, so we're 4 minutes 57 in. And oh, really? One of the hackers was autistic too. Okay. Interesting. Was already...
I don't know if it's because I've done so many videos today that my notifications aren't going out.
So she's trying to work out why no one's coming. Maybe it's got to do with the document that dropped last night about the behavior of somebody. Just a maybe.
You're excited to learn. Okay. Well, I still don't see a lot of people here. I don't know if my notifications aren't going out. Do me a favor if you can share this video, give this video a like, help me get out into the algorithm.
No.
Right. So there has been a lot of information that's been going out today that is not true. And I have a statement that was approved by my team, and it says the following.
It was approved by her team. And so now we're 5 minutes 40 in, by the way, Kim. 5 minutes 40 in. It was approved by her team, and I have questions about this statement as well. And I find it hard to believe. For me, if there was a statement to be made, it should have been made by her lawyer. He should have done the talking, not her. Because we know that when she talks, she messes up, and I think she messes up in here again. If I see like in a blue highlight, we're breaking. Okay. Do you want me to just press it? Oh dear. Oh, all right, here we go. Ready?
The recent allegations against me in the Natalie Kennett declaration are false. I did not harass anyone or ask anyone to harass Ms. Kennett, nor do I condone harassment of any kind, especially directed towards people with disabilities. We look forward to demonstrating this to the court, and we want you to know that many of the screenshots have been altered or are completely false. Okay, so that's my statement, and the filing will happen, I believe, tomorrow. Okay, so now anyone that knows me knows that I support people with disabilities, so I would for sure always want to make sure that everyone in all stories are respected and everyone in all stories are taken care of. So do me a favor, give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't yet, make sure that you flip out a yeah, absolutely. Don't harass anyone. And I never asked anyone to harass her again. My statement is as follows. The recent allegations against me in the Natalie Kennett declaration are false, 100%. I did not harass nor ask anyone to harass Ms. Kennett, nor do I condone harassment of any kind, especially directed towards people with disabilities. We look forward to demonstrating this to the court. These screenshots are false. Okay.
Hang on. How did she know the screenshots are false? Multiple people got the screenshots. Multiple people got the same information. Like, how is she certain? Where is we want to get to the bottom of this, because my name's been dragged into this and I want to clear my name. So I will assist with law enforcement to find out what's happened. Like, I was really angry when I saw that. I have to say, I was really, really angry. He may have approved the first part. I don't think he approved the second part. I'm going to see if I can find the clip where she asks for money for super chats. I just found that to be horrible. Yeah, I just found it. I was not very happy, I have to say. If she wanted to clear her name and prove that she was innocent, then she would be doing everything she can to find out who the hackers are, unless they're going to find out she is linked to it, which I hope I'm wrong. I'd like to think that I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But, was it? Was it Twitter that I saw it on? Somebody, KJ asking. Well, the FBI are investigating, so I guess if the FBI finds out, she's gonna state that the FBI is lying. I guess. So, like, for me, I just find they will go via if this hacker is made public and charged next week. Look, I'd be mortified if somebody was stalking people in my name or harassing people in my name. I'd be mortified. I'd be disgusted. And I'd be doing everything I could to clear my name. But that's just me. You know, that's just me. And I know that not everybody is like me. But if they find out anything and they do link it, then wow, it's going to be a big problem. And that statement has left me with a very foul taste in my mouth about what's to come tomorrow. I'm really hoping I'm wrong, but I have a problem. I just think that it's going to get worse, and I think they're going to go further down the barrel. I hope I'm wrong, but there is just a feeling that I've got that we haven't seen the lowest point yet. as I said, please tell me I'm wrong. Oh, here we go. Llama Girl has got it. So let me just get this from Llama Girl. Let me just do this. I've just done it. Yeah. As soon as Brown said to me that Salts is saying all these things are happening, I would say, get my stuff and investigate me. Yep, that's right. And I also think the fact that Brown just, I mean, this whole thing could have been nipped in the bud very early. If when Salts goes, look, someone's trying to hack us or do stuff, Brown goes, let's get to the bottom of it. But he just mocked him. KJ is mocking him. All right. So this is Llama Girl. So this is, I don't know what point this is. So thank you, Llama Girl, for this. Okay. And this is her on, this is that live that we didn't watch.
So don't be shy, and if you feel like donating and supporting the channel, obviously we have a lot going on, unfortunately, and we have lots of bills. So any help will be appreciated. So thank you, Joel, for super sticker. Yeah, thank you. Are you guys just going to go? Yes, I don't know. Oh, hey, buyers, thank you so much for the stickers. I do appreciate any help support. Obviously, it's been a nice time for me on this channel, and mounting bills and all these motions certainly don't make it any less expensive. Anyway.
That was up as high as it could go. I'm sorry, I can't make it any louder. But essentially, she was saying that don't feel shy about giving super chats and giving the appointment, giving. What I'll do is I'll post it here so you can. I'll post it in the chat here, and you can have a look at it later. Right, so it's Llama Girl. So she's done that. So she essentially asks that. Yeah, it's on Twitter. She says, don't be shy. You know, you can super chat to support the channel. You know, we've got a lot going on. We've got a lot going on, and it's very expensive to file motions. So if you'd like to support the channel, and then people started supporting the channel. So there you go. So that's all I've really got for you. So in a very short time, in 34 minutes, we've gone through we've gone through all of that. The other thing is I forgot to do this at the start too. I want to thank you for everybody who sent me an email supporting me, that left comments in support, checking up on me as well to make sure that I was okay. A few people gave me some PayPal donations, so thank you very much. Because I literally forget to even do a lot of this stuff, but thank you very much. It's really appreciated. This is the thing about community, is that we all look after to get each other, and it's really appreciated. So I'm trying to respond to every comment on YouTube, but that's becoming I've just had a time issue at the moment, but I'm getting there slowly. So that was one thing I wanted to do, was to be able to at least respond to each comment. So Gail says, what else could possibly be from them in the next filing? More lies? I don't know, but I'm actually quite worried and scared about what is going to come. I don't know what could be worse. Oh, there is something else too, because the judge has actually pushed the date back a day. Let me get that information up for you. That's been pushed back. So it's been moved to the 2nd of February for 10 a.m. Yeah, that's all right. There was a lot more love on there today, and everybody has been. Yeah. Yes, she did when the hacking was going off. But see, this is what I don't understand, how she can turn around and say they're fake, because she posted that she was alleging that her email address was hacked as well. The response is due Friday. Is that your today? Yes, she has said, Julie, that they're all fake. That's what she said in her statement. We just viewed it. All right. So here, this was an amended hearing today. So this was filed to your yesterday or whatever. I'm confused. I get confused because we're still in Friday. We're still in the 28th today. So it says reset hearings. Telephone conference is reset for the 2nd of the 2nd at 10 a.m. before the judge Barbara J. Rothstein. This hearing will be conducted via ZoomGov. Courtroom deputy will provide counsel with Zoom information. Now, I have a theory on this, and it's just a theory, okay? It's just a theory. I think she's pushed it back a date because she wants to actually read. She wants to digest what's the motion and the two responses, because remember the response to Saltsy's response is due tomorrow, and I guess she wants to have time to consider it, and maybe she read what Saltsy filed and she needs a day to get over it as well. But as I said, it seemed like everybody but KJ needed time to get over it. Well, that's right. She didn't do it. But she's always talking about trolls and everything. So if it's against her, they're trolls, but nobody else, if anybody else has something happen to them, they're lying. How does that work? And what does Natalie get out of lying? What benefit does she has? Yes, Kim, also, you're correct. The investigation results may be in as well. So she's pushing it back because she wants to see where the investigation results come. Yeah. But what benefit would Natalie get for making it all up? Because I can't think of one reason why this woman from the UK, who was a subscriber of KJ's, would make up something when she'd already unsubscribed. That's what I can't work out. There is no benefit. There is no benefit in her making any of this up. And so it definitely makes no sense to me. With Lori-Ann, you could say, well, the reason why she flipped, you could say about the flip, but Nat, I don't understand, and I don't understand why KJ's email appeared as a recovery email for Nat, and how Nat's email address appeared on KJ's screen as a recovery. So I have no idea. Well, that's right, Kim. Oh, because everything is fake when it's against her. Yeah. And why? I mean, there's no way that she would have faked those screenshots involving all that trauma. Yes, Emily D. Baker did check up on her and see that she was okay, which I think is really good. No one is going to submit false documents to court over a YouTube creator except the person with something to lose. Well, that's right. So, as I said, unfortunately, in my opinion, I don't think we've seen the worst. I thought Brown's last filing was bad, but I think we're in for worse. I just have this pit in my stomach that it's they're gonna try and paint Natalie to be unstable, but as I said, she can't. There's no reason for her to lie. And all I can say is that she's really brave and that, we just have to keep showing love and support and stand with Nat. And I'm suggesting that everybody tags Without a Crystal Ball official whenever they've used a stand with Nat, because then it's going to every time she turns on her Twitter, she can just see all these I stand with Nats. And that's going to make her even worse. Yes, Emily G. Becker is going to be on Sherelle's World with Little Red tomorrow, yes. Yeah. Oh, Nat was in Charlotte's stream this morning. Oh, that's good. Good. Hi, Susan. Super chats. She was asking for super chats, Susan, because apparently it's very expensive and they've got bills to pay. Motions are very expensive to file. Remember, it's no one's fault that a lawyer decided to file a 200-page motion. Can the UK use left by? I think they can work with whoever it is. Is it MI? Who's responsible over there? MI5, is it? Whoever does that, and they probably will work, and Interpol will probably do it. But UK have some very severe internet harassing rules. So if they find out who it is, and if they find out who it is, and Nat decides to take it further, the UK have some very, very harsh penalties. I'll put an @ in front of it so she sees it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to suggest. Everyone just tag her in it. Oops. It's a constant for her when we think she's gone low to possibly surprise us. Yes. Yes, cyber laws are very strict in the UK. So it could be, yeah. Well, because she's asked, because it's for super chat, I don't know whether it's officially donations, but you can ask for super chats if you're monetized. I was looking at her views are down. I want to know, I was checking out Social Blade today. She got 150 subs yesterday on her Katie Joy Live page. Like, how? How do you get 150 subs in a day? Out of nowhere. Double chins. You don't, says Hellfree's over. All right, so I'll show you. I'll show you, because I got to bring the receipts. You're going to bring the receipts to the table. So I'll show you. All right, so this is Without a Crystal Ball. It's a fruit salad channel of. No. Yeah. All right. So. Oh, wow, she actually didn't do too bad. So I don't know whether you can see this. So this is still showing she's got 135,000. So on Thursday, she had 70,000 views. On Friday, she had 17. So far Friday, she's 17,000 views. Wednesday, she had 49,000. Tuesday, 63,000. So it's going, they're going down. Her views are going down. So, but It's saying that she's losing 33 a day and 230 a week, but she's not. So if you look at the graph, it is falling. And then it's trying to tell us that she's picking up, her subs are maintaining. And I don't, again, understand that. So I smell a rat. So let's look at Katie Joy Live. And if she's going to complain to me about doing this, I remember her doing this to somebody's YouTube channel before. She's done it. Was it one of the Duggars? I'm sure it was one of the Duggars. So that's how I found out about Social Blade, actually. Was watching one of her videos. This is the thing that's baffled me. This is what's really got me baffled. So where Without a Crystal Ball is going down, Katie Joy Live is going up. Sorry, I told a mistruth. It was only 120 subs for a day. So on Wednesday, she had 120 subs. On Thursday, she had 90 subs. Yeah, if you have a look, she either gains 10 or 20 subs or she loses them. And then look at that. You can also pay for views as well. And then there's that. So they possibly could, yes. So at the start of January, she had 6.06 thousand subs. And then she did she's sitting on 6.35. She did do the interview with 10 to Life on the, yes. But 120 subs and 90 subs in a day is very, very suspect, in my opinion. Because why else would she have that sudden jump when she's only gaining 10 a day? So that's that. Well, the views could be down to the hate to the people that are trying to do it. You have to watch. Well, that's true. Yes, there was an interview. Well, I mean, I did see parts of that, and I'll have to watch it. I did watch some of it, and I did think Glera did call her out, because one of the questions he said to her was, why have you picked it back up again? You haven't touched it for months. Like, why are you suddenly back talking about it? And I thought, oh, go Glera. So guess something really amazing happened today. So I had to go pick up something for my parents. And my mum says to me, go to Red Rooster. So it's a chicken place for all the people that know. She goes, go to get their lunch special. And we'll, you can come here for lunch. So I went through the drive-through, was waiting, was getting really frustrated because the car in front of me was taking forever to pay for their food. I go up to the window and they said to me, you don't have to pay anything. They've paid, the car in front of you paid for you. And then they start handing over drinks. And I said, well, I didn't order drinks. And they said, well, they've paid for drinks. So you've got drinks now. I don't know who it was, but wow. And then my mother says to me, you're just not making this up just so that you can't get money from me, because my mum always insists on paying me back. She goes, you're not just making this up. I was like, no, I'm not making it up. I was just absolutely blown away. And like, when you consider that the how bad, like, you know, everything that's going on, that was just an amazing pick me up, you know, with the springing the step. It was amazing. I mean, at the end of the day, it was $20. So, and the thing was, then I thought, oh, I'll pay for the car behind me, but there was no car behind me because I thought, oh, I'll just pay it forward. And there was no car behind me, so it wasn't as if I could pay for the, yeah. Oh, you do that for Hell Freeze Over? Yeah, like I was blown away. So, sounds like, oh, I try to be a good daughter. So yeah, that was an amazing story. So that was an amazing thing that happened today. Yeah. So I say I don't know who it was. It was amazing. But yeah, it was just, I mean, the lunch special was a chicken roll and chips, so, but they paid for drinks as well. So cool. It is nice when things like that happen. So has anyone had anything exciting happen to them? You know, like today or yesterday or last night or? Do you think we'll get rattled on Edge to KJ tomorrow? I think we're going to get a bit of both. Wow. Yeah, well, I did notice they did drive away slow initially, which is the other reason why I couldn't work out why they were taking off so slow. But I think we're gonna get a bit of both. I think she'll be on edge until she's filed the document, and then when the bomb has dropped, she'll get cocky and insufferable, in my opinion. But she did 2 live streams, and was it 2 videos? 2 videos and 2 live streams. Like, as I said, I was barely functioning today. You know, like I had to have a sleep. It all just got too much for me. I went and I had to have a shower, you know, and I just couldn't focus. Oh, wait on. I have an announcement to learning all the legalese. I typed up a document and got my family court matter adjourned for 5 months. That's really good news. Hell Freeze Over. Congratulations. Well, it's good that YouTube has helped you learn something. Billy says, Kristen, isn't she? She's always cocky and insufferable. Yep. My Frankie's got a puppy for Christmas, but had to wait until today to get him. His name is Ranger. They FaceTimed me, and he was cool. That's cute. My kittens are around somewhere. I had to fight one of them off today because they were sitting on this seat, and he stuck his claws in because he didn't want to move. You were gonna have one of the kittens do the live stream. That would have been interesting. Well, I don't know. I think there's a little bit of, I think some of KJ's influences run off on him, because if you look at his responses to Salt City, he was very dismissive about what he had to say, and he said that he didn't believe some of them either. Family court is family court is a nightmare. I think she knew about the harassment, was directly involved. She has a history of this, says Stacey, in my opinion. My day is like a donut commercial. Get up, make coffee, do kids' schooling, clean coffee, homework, food, and repeat. Well, school went back face-to-face. School went back face-to-face learning halfway through term 4 of last year. So school terms in Australia are from January to December school year. So because we have our summer over Christmas, so school's gone back. So, and it's face-to-face again. But there are still restrictions on what they can and can't do at the moment. So yes, you need to take a bow. Congratulations. That's something to be very proud of. Billy says, I'm beginning to think around this cage ain't in the sky. So sounds a lot like. It's funny. I did actually have that wonder. I did think that maybe she'd written more of the document than what I thought, than what we're led to believe. But I have 2 litters of puppies. They go up for adoption next week. They're so happy. Very cool. Summer, where is our summer? I know, and it rained all day today. Today it was pouring with rain. It really matched the mood of of how I was feeling, and it was just pelting down. And I was thinking was, oh gee, I'm glad I'm not at work, so I would have got wet. However, I got a message from my supervisor, right? Because I handed everything in yesterday because it was my last day. I handed in my pass and everything. I got a message from my supervisor to say somebody can't get in. Can you let them in? And I said, well, I'm not at work. What are you talking about? I'm not at work. And then he goes, well, can you? And he goes, well, please, can you let them in? And I said, I'm not at work. I finished. I'm not coming in. I'm not even I wasn't even rostered on because I took myself off the roster for today. It was just like, okay. So apparently I was missed. And the tennis players are out of quarantine at, I think, from midnight tonight. So it's normal. They start normal training tomorrow. Although the ones that tested positive just now have to have their final negative test. And they're right. It's nice to be missed, yeah. Okay, the mummy of the litter is a rat terrier. The mum of the other is a griffin. Oh. The fathers are unknown. Oh, a bit like that, is it, rescue lady? Oh, are they rescue doggies? I am alone all the time. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that was for Adelaide. I thought there was, because the tournament in Adelaide, I think something happened there. I don't know. One person's been sent home. One of the female tennis players, she had a doping charge on appeal, and she didn't win her appeal, and so she comes out of quarantine and goes back home. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so I foster for a rescue as well, but mine are kitties, cats. So it's gonna, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the tennis. So 18 dogs, puppies right now. Wow. I don't have the space. I got two kittens. One of them is a big boy. He's going to be big. And his brother's a little bit smaller, but they cause enough trouble between the two of them. I don't think I could handle anymore. So what did you think about the statement from KJ? I thought it was really lacking. I thought it was lacking sincerity. It's like a lot of her statements and apologies. There was no sincerity, and the fact that she could just finish it and then just move on. And then and like when people were asking her or questioning her about it, she just repeats it again, and that sarcastic tone was horrible, in my opinion. Tell us what you really think, Kristen. Louisiana. Okay. She doesn't have a sincere bone in her body. I don't think she's disgusting, says the Amber chick. It was cold and unemotional, says Sharon. Tate 666. That snarky voice. Yeah. Says I'll freeze over. I'm in Indiana. Can't stand what she calls no being snarky. No. It wasn't. Do you think that there had to have been, do you reckon there was a phone call between KJ and Brown about all the talking that she's done on the internet? I'm just going to ask random questions at the moment. Let's see what we can get. Nope, you don't think there was a phone call? Kristen says, I think he insisted she get off Twitter. Yes. Well, she did actually post her statement. She did actually post a statement on Twitter today. So, hey, bibbly boddly boo. I really do not think he cares. She needs to dismiss him. I don't think Brown cares what KJ does, says Feisty. Well, I guess the more that she talks and the more documents he files, the more he gets paid, I guess. Kim says, I think her rant about Twitter was really because Brown said, yeah, possibly. The statement does suggest a spanking from her attorney, says Jessica. But I really would have thought that the statement would have actually have been better done. And the fact that she said it was approved by her team, like, why would you say team rather than lawyer or attorney? She's a cash cow. Yeah, we have to remember that the lawyer works for her, so possibly he did, but also he will always fight for her no matter what she does. That's true, because even murderers have people that defend them, right? Do you think Todd knows exactly what's going on or just takes her word that she's going to win? I don't know, Sharon Tate. I really wish. I'd like to think someone in her cult is smart enough to say stop and shut up. Says Wind Whispers. I think she would have been better off saying we have no comment. Well, yeah, we have no comment. And she could have then said there's a filing tomorrow, because we know that there's a filing tomorrow. And the Americans are waking up mourning everyone. Yep. I agree with Emily. I don't think Brown knew about these hackers. No, I don't. Well, but Saltsy emailed him. And remember, Brown says, if I have, might have to pull it back up. Brown says, Katie says it wasn't her. That was his response. So, and that she got hacked herself. Well, duh. If she got hacked and Saltsy's saying that there's been hacking, duh. Maybe we should do something about it. Because she wants, yeah, that's true, Kristen. Team sounds more important. It should have been better, but then I look at the emotions and remember her team are a bit clueless, said Jessica. If it's not shoved in front of his face, he doesn't look, says Humphrey's over. I think Toad's. Well, it's interesting because if you remember Elaine Levine, her declaration, she said she was able to trace the phone number from that dodgy thing on Saltsy. She was able to trace it back to the Paulsons. She didn't exactly declare how it was done, but she's found out that it is a number that is related to them. And asked him to call him. He never did. Yes. And Brown filed the motion for this hearing the same day Saltz was telling him about the hackers, but may not have known just how bad it was. If your client, well, that's true. Says Kim. KJ has run her mouth through all this, and one time we expect her to be open. Yeah. I know Wind Whispers. It's interesting to defend an innocent person. She shuts up. Well, and the thing is, it was one of her subscribers. We're not just talking about some person that's been dug up here. We're talking about somebody who subscribed to her channel and was watching all of her videos. And surely, if you keep saying your subscribers are important to you, one of your subscribers is going through pain, your name is being mentioned. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. I just can't understand it. I think it was her. I could see KJ using it as a way to vent. Who on earth likes you that much to do those horrific tweets? She probably included. Well, that's right, because she often talks about her team. Bibbly bobbly boo. Her, not you. Jessie Bear is back, and did you notice Holly Grace? I haven't seen Holly Grace for a while either. Just saying. She possibly could be, and that's the thing. But I would like to have thought that there would have been a discussion that took place to say, hey, you didn't tell me this stuff, or we've got a problem. She doesn't give a toss about her subscribers. We know it, and so does she. Yes. Well, as we said, she keeps asking them for. She says, "Don't be afraid to super chat. We've got bills to pay. You could show your way to support the channel by super chatting. Emotions aren't cheap, you know." Oh dear. I can't believe people fell for it. I can't believe people then did it. She gets defensive to talk about allegations, yes. Mental image of meeting at KJ's. She gathers all her son's dinosaurs and sits them around in a circle and discusses her problems. Possibly. So it's just really, it's. I know somebody just like her, so selfish, self-absorbed, and put their words in everyone else's mouth. I want to see people go down. That's her team. Oops. She's point innocent dinosaur. So, like the way the mind. So the thing that I thought was very interesting though, Saltsy didn't deal with anything to do with Lorianne. He kept the focus on the fact that that if you wanted to, like, the whole way it goes around is he's saying, all right, if you want to, we need to have a status conference, but if you want to stop us from talking on social media, you've got to stop your client from talking on social media. And listed all the times that she's spoken out, and again she's done it again now. And then he's gone into that the hacking and the witness intimidation. And oh, that's all right, Jamie. I answer to lots of stuff. Yeah, pay me so I can treat you badly. Yeah. Yes, Kristen. She said emotions are expensive. Let me find it again. I'll see if I can find it again. If I can. I did put it in it's on Twitter. And I did put the link in there so you can have a look. I'll see if I can get it up again. I love to give it to support, but to pay for a lawsuit that has 4 systems, yeah, that's right. So, Do, 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 do. Ba, da, 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 da. Oh no, don't go there. Start selling her makeup on eBay. She should have thought of that before opening her mouth. Hey, yeah. I find it very compelling that in a private message in that Todd Cache, but the hacker used it on time. Oh, you guys are funny. You really are. All right, we're going to see if I can. This is as loud as I can get it. I can't get this any louder, unfortunately. So this was from today's, unless I can find it. I don't know if I can find it in the original video. OnlyFans, yeah. So let's see if we can find it. So this was Llama Girl. She posted it today. We'll play it again. Come on, play.
Don't be shy, and if you feel like donating and supporting the channel, obviously we have a lot going on, unfortunately, and we have lots of bills. So any help will be appreciated. So thank you, Jewel, for super sticker. Yeah, thank you. Oh, you guys get so many women to fall for this. Yes, I don't know. Oh, hey, Myers, thank you so much for the super stickers. I do appreciate any help support. Obviously, it's been a time for me on this channel, and mounting bills and all these motions certainly don't make it any less expensive. But anyways,
So did you hear that? Lots of bills. Motions don't make it any less expensive. You've got lots of bills to pay. So that's on Twitter. So that was from today's live. So that was in the live where she gave her statement. But the other day she said she couldn't understand how the guy she talks about could spend so much on court. Yeah, because it's not. Yes, that's right. You can hear it. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's oh, we might have to watch the whole thing, hey. Oh dear. No, this is hell freeze over. No, you don't want to watch it. That's right, we all have bills to pay. I've got bills. I gotta pay. I gotta work every day. But that's how she got her bills sorted out. But I don't think it was a lot though. No. Oops, there we go. Found it. You wouldn't believe it. I found it. By George, I think I found it.
has 5 kids and must live here in North Carolina.
All right, we'll watch this little bit. Sorry, I was in my own little world then. A whole new world. I'll go blind. Yes, she is doing a fundraiser for that this week. I'm hoping to get a pal send it. Yeah. All right, so let's have a look. You can see the super chat starting to come.
You don't have to take my word for it. You will find out in court. We look forward to demonstrating this to the court, which is really all that matters. Okay. So she says, Chief Jason Collier is living a double life, triple life, that is. I was his girlfriend until yesterday. He lied to me and presented me with fake annulment documents when I found out he was married. I also found out about a second girlfriend last night named Christy. He has lied to us, our children, and has asked both of us to marry him. I actually spoke to a friend of Christy.
Oh, of course she did. Of course she did. Well, there's another super chat there. I wonder where the super chat's coming. Oh, is she going to file a lawsuit, is she? There is a moment here. There is a moment along here where she shows them on her screen. Nice. It's there. It's on that page.
Will be appreciated. So Jason is
Here we go.
trying to get some of the stuff closed out, just so I don't have so many screens open. Okay. So Jason Collier, he is a police chief, and he is in Stedman County, Texas. He is actually viral right now, and the reason why he's viral is because his girlfriends have called him out and exposed him for being the philanderer that he is. So thank you guys, appreciate that. Thank you, Nadia, appreciate that. All right, so let me show you what.
So that was interesting. It says, so she's again only showing her comments. I can't believe people are being harassed. Only it shows 155 people in here. So there was only 155 people in there. Good statement, KJ. I hope you win this for the good of everybody on YouTube. That filing was ugly. Whoever did that was so wrong. I believe we all know it was an absolute setup, but not here to discuss it. Oh.
What is going on with him? Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't be shy. And if you feel like donating and supporting the channel, obviously we have a lot going on, unfortunately, and we have lots of bills. So any help will be appreciated. So Jason is a police chief, and he's on leave because actually he's been fired because his mistresses exposed him on.
So she must have done it twice. It's been 8 months and he has been investigating, and since the Laurie Ann Declaration Act. Yes. Yeah, it's a victim blaming. I mean, we know it's all false. So, I just find it really bizarre that she's done that. So I'm just going to play a little bit more because she says it again.
I do, and I don't have any. So thank you. Goodbye.
Oh,
All right. So what I want to show you.
did you see that? Did you see that?
Okay, so let me show you what is going on with him. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Also, don't be shy. And if you feel like donating and supporting the channel, obviously we have a lot going on, unfortunately, and we have lots of bills. So any help will be appreciated. So Jason is a police chief, and he's on leave because actually he's been fired because his mistresses exposed him on Facebook. I do, and I don't have any. So thank you. Goodbye.
Look at that. That's pretty rude, isn't it? Question for you. You know that soccer accounts can be tracked, right? You'll be outed for what you're doing. She didn't like it. 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 Like, really? I mean,
The recent allegations against me in the Natalie Kennett declaration are false. I did not harass or ask anyone to harass Ms. Kennett, nor do I condone harassment of any kind, especially directed towards people with disabilities. We look forward to demonstrating this to the court. The screenshots have been altered or are manufactured or fabricated. Thank you. Okay. This is.
so that was 11 minutes in. She did it again, and she added another bit two that have been. What did you say there? Did you say alleged or not?
The recent allegations against me in the Natalie Kennett declaration are false. I did not harass or ask anyone to harass Ms. Kennett, nor do I condone harassment of any kind, especially directed towards people with disabilities. We look forward to demonstrating this to the court. The screenshots have been altered or are manufactured or fabricated. Thank you. Okay.
No, she didn't say allegedly. I mean, is that a statement of fact or a statement of opinion? And how does she know? I still think, I still think, based on this behavior, we're going to get something really nasty.
This is
That's right.
Mr. This is Mr. Man. So this was Cicely, and she actually posted this to the city. Thank you so much for your super sticker. Thank you, RC. I appreciate your support. You don't have to take my word for it. You will find out in court. We look forward to demonstrating this to the court, which is really all that matters. Okay.
Just like the bombs. We look forward to demonstrating it in courts. So I guess she's a cybersecurity expert now, is she? Like for me, like being live and having is the worst thing she can be doing at this point in time, in my opinion.
Okay. So she says, Chief Jason Collier is living a double life, triple life, that is. I was his girlfriend until yesterday. He lied to me and presented me with fake annulment documents when I found out he was married. I also found out about a second girlfriend last night named Christy.
Someone asks, why did Keon delete all his accounts? She needs to fire whatever her PR team is. I think it's her. I think she's behind this. Her fingers might not have been on the keys typing, but she knew all about it. Yeah, there's something that doesn't add up. There's something that adds up. There's something that doesn't add up in all of this. And but as I said, I think we're going to get something nasty tomorrow.
He has lied to us, our children, and has asked both of us to marry him. I actually spoke to a friend of Christy's. So check this out. This afternoon, shortly after I did my last live stream.
So it says, please stay on topic. We are moving on to the main topic of the video because someone wanted to know, why did Keon delete all his accounts? Well, she's going to turn around and say the FBI were prejudiced or don't know what they're doing. And don't forget, she could have had somebody look into it as well from her end. And Emily's looking from her angle. You got Saltsy looking into it. She could be looking into her alleged hacking. And the three together, they could all be working together. But no, we want to sit there and go, no, it's all false.
I got a message from one of my subscribers, and she said this. Have you heard of the guy with all of the wives, Jason Collier? Our cousin knows one of his fiancés. Let me know if you want to know anything more about this. It's all over social media. And she said he's been arrested, but it's all over everything. Our cousin knows the woman he was engaged to. Her name is Christy. She has 5 kids, and she thought she was going to marry him. She met him, and
someone says here, we shall see after the suit is finished, won't we? Well, her super chat money. She got $20 US here.
In December, she said she has 5 kids and must live here in North Carolina. She told her cousin that he had forged documents of annulment papers from his marriages. She said that Dr. Phil wants to interview Christy, but she's not going to due to COVID. And she said that she's a realtor. It's a mess. She thought she was going to marry him. And she said that all I know is her name, but the fact is he was married to many women and he forged fake documents. He visited today and visited us today and told us all the story. She saw this guy every other week and they were making wedding plans. She may give you an interview, and then she showed me how to get in touch with her. So I'm going to see if I can get in touch with Christy. Thank you, Jewel, for the super sticker. Zena, thank you. How do you guys get so many women to fall for this BS? I don't know. Oh, Kay Byers, thank you so much for the super stickers. I do appreciate any and all support. Obviously, it's been a very trying time for me on this channel, and mounting bills and all these motions certainly don't make it any less expensive. But anyways, so
there you go. Mounting bills don't make it anymore. The response is going to be full of this isn't from Katie and she didn't know anything about it, but that happened. KJ made a video. Yes, that's true. Now I'm anxious to hear Sherelle's side. It'll be very interesting to hear Sherelle's side, and it will be really interesting to see whether she's going to file something as well. Yeah. She seems the type to think she's above the rules and she'd stoop to any low to get her that way. Yes. Give time to give Meebly. Yep. So I would imagine she would have repeated that statement a few times, and that would have annoyed me a lot, like to hear that statement repeat. So I think we might call it an early night tonight, because I really don't want to really keep talking about her, but hopefully tomorrow, or my tomorrow night, we can go through the filing. It will probably be, I'm expecting it to be another trigger warning, because I'm not expecting it to be any very good. The case on the judge is a no-nonsense judge from Brooklyn. Look her up. Does she? I might have to look her up. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what happens. Sherelle is how I found out about KJ. I had no idea who KJ was until then, when the hacking attempt started. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. Oh, rhinestones. Oh yeah, because she's also doing the Parler case, isn't she? She's also doing the Parler, and Amazon stuff as well. So I would expect that she would. Oh no, all the tiny ones too. Wow. Let's have a look at her biography, actually. Let's just. Hang on before you. So this is her biography. So she was appointed to the federal bench in 1980, Chief Judge of Western District of Washington, appointed Director of the Federal Judicial Center in Washington, D.C. in 2003. She practiced with a private law firm in Boston with the Consumer Protection and Antitrust Division of the State of Washington Attorney General's Office. Wow. She has taught trial practice. So she's been a teacher, a trial practice, various committees. The board of the Institute of Judicial Administration and the board of American Law Institute. She also serves as a member of the National Academy of Sciences Committee on Science, Technology and Law. So she would have a bit of an idea. She's a commissioner on the American Judicial Society's Commission on Forensic Science, and Public Policy, as well as a member of the Physicians and Lawyers for the National Drug Policy Justice Education Advisory Committee. She served on the board of NSHAC, an educational affiliate of the Human Genome project dedicated to instructing judges on scientific issues connected with the roles of genetics in litigation. She's a member of the National Historical Publications and Record Commission and the American Society of International Law, Judicial Advisory Board, the National Association of Women's Judges, the Rule of Law Initiative, the Advisory Committee for Georgetown University Law Center. So this is from the court. So this is her biography. So she seems to be, she graduated, or it looks like she graduated top of her class as well. So she is looks like she's a very intelligent judge. And as I said, she's currently doing the Parler and Amazon case at the moment. Yeah, she just did the Parler and Amazon case. So she's going to be well versed on what's going on. She's very educated. KJ doesn't like highly educated, smart women, does she? Allegedly. So there you go. I guess we just have to sit and wait, but it sounds like she's no nonsense. She knows this stuff. It's very cool, Amber. Oh. Look at this. Then it's got here. Chambers procedures. Obviously, they didn't read this one. Obviously, they didn't read this. This tells you Judge Rothstein does not accept courtesy copies of pleadings in matters regarding that an administrative record be filed with the court. Parties must provide a courtesy copy of the record to Chambers on compact disc. No physical copy of the record shall be filed. Judge Rothstein does not use noting dates for motions. Instead, oppositions shall be filed no later than 21 days after filing of the motion. Replies shall be filed no later than 14 days after opposition is filed. These deadlines apply to all motions. And then it's got Chambers standing procedure. So it's all here. You can actually read. You can actually read from the website how procedures for civic cases. Look, it's all here. How they want things done. Look. Look. It tells you how you need to lay it out, how she wants it. Look, how they want it done. Trial procedures, exhibits, statements. So this tells you how it's going to be 30. This tells you how it's going to happen. It says, except for extremely complex cases, opening statements shall be limited to no more than 30 minutes per side. Witnesses. Do you think we need to send this to Brownie and say, hey, here it goes? So how it trials to the court, compliance. And so this is how she runs her court line, her courtroom. 26, it's 26 line. Look, it says structure. Look, a motion as a single document. Pleadings shall not contain a table of cases or table of authority except for motions for summary judgment. All other motions, oppositions, and objections shall not exceed 15 pages. Replies shall not exceed 10 pages. Motions to exceed page limits will be granted only when one of the extraordinarily complexities. The court does not. Motions, oppositions, objections, replies, replies shall be on double spaced and filed in no less than 12-point font in the text and 10-point font in the footnotes. The pleadings shall contain page numbers and have margins of no less than 1 inch. Pleadings which do not comply with these instructions may be summarily denied or stricken. So this tells you how she wants it all laid out. She signed it. So they should have only had 15 pages for their motion, exclusive of, and then replies shall exceed no more than 10. And they had to do a certificate of conferral. Remember, they didn't do that. They had to do that. Oh, no tips to Brownie? Okay. All I had to do was look on the Washington Court site, and there it is. Extensions of time, how to go about that, reschedule hearings. A motion to pursue its discovery prior to therefore the parties must meet and confer prior to filing a motion to dismiss in order to determine whether it can be avoided. Consequently, such motions must contain a certification of conferral as set forth above in section 2. In addition, the parties shall endeavour not to oppose timely motions to amend. A motion pursuant to federal and opposition shall not exceed 30 pages. Replies shall not exceed 20 pages. If leave to file a reply is given, it shall not exceed 10 pages. A motion for summary judgment may be filed at any time during the case prior to the expiration of the dispositive motions deadline. So, essentially, before the motion to dismiss was filed, Brown needed to have contacted Saltsy and have had a discussion. And that didn't happen. So that's why the judge said that they had to meet, because to discuss to see whether it could be avoided. So that's what we've got. So then this is about no opposed discovery motions are to be filed with the court unless the parties are unable to reach an agreement on the discovery issue after conferring. They shall arrange a telephone hearing with the court regarding the issue. So it tells you how to do that. About discovery disputes shall be raised in a timely manner. But remember, they've already sorted out discovery. They've already agreed to how discovery is going to work. And discovery's already been solved because they met and just to do that. So that was sorted out. So there's still, according to this, there's still a pre-trial conference yet. So we'll have a pre-trial conference if at some stage. Yeah, so anyway, this is how it's supposed to do. Trials, exhibits, how the exhibits are to be marked, what opening statements, how it will run if there's a video, how to run if there's a jury trial. It's all there. Well, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, isn't it? But anyway, it's all there. And there was a Wikipedia article on the judge, but, I decided that her biography from the court house would be probably the most authentic. And we just happened to find out how she runs her court. And we already know things that Brown and KJ don't know. Because we have just had a very quick read of how the judge runs her courtroom. So we'll wait and see what happens. We're gone way off the rails. It's gone way off the rails. But I do think that they need to make the court aware that witnesses are being intimidated. Peter says, KJ looks into people so deeply. Why didn't she Google the judge? Maybe she needed to find her birth. Maybe she needed to get the birth records. Oh dear. Yeah, it sounds like she's a no-nonsense judge. Very. Wearing pink ladies in family clothes. Really? Oh dear. So we'll see what's going to happen. Okay. But yeah, she looks like she's not. She looks like. Oh, here's a picture. This is from Wikipedia, but I'm not gonna. This is here's her picture. I tell you what, I wouldn't want to mess with her. In my opinion. So she doesn't look like she looks like she's a no nonsense lady, and she's somebody you're not gonna want to mess with her. Well, the thing is, well, I mean, she's talked about the case already today. Like, so, she looks like Judge Judy. Yeah, someone said, I hope the judge admonishes them for not following the court. Oh, no, she'll blame her lawyer. She'll blame her lawyer, Peter. All right. So I'm going to, we'll finish up now. As I said, thank you, everybody, for supporting Nat. Thank you, everybody, for everything. Yes, Laura. She made a statement today. And then she went and asked people for super chats because apparently motions are expensive. She made a statement today. Essentially, she is saying that the screenshots have been altered and are fake. Oh, that would be very interesting if she got thrown out for contempt. Well, that's what I thought, Kim. I thought, we could have just a time just to support each other and support Nat. But just remember that if you do need to talk, there are people that you can talk to. I know Hell Freeze Over has some contacts. You can find her on Twitter. But make sure that you talk to somebody. If you get stuck, shoot me an email because and I'm happy to do a Zoom for a chat if need be. But I just knew that I was not feeling the greatest this morning, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody else, what everybody else was feeling. I thought maybe everybody else was feeling the same. Oh, Peter says she's got 30 screenshots of what she responded. So why not? She talked of what she responded to me, the Chloe cat. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, they're supposed to be fake, apparently. So I don't know how everybody could have got the same stuff. I don't know. Okay, so here's Hell Freeze Over's email. Hell Froze Over in Oz. So if you need to, so Hell Freeze Over has Hell Froze Over. I've been calling you Hell Freeze Over. Been pronouncing it wrong all this time. Hell Froze Over. Sorry about that. I just realized. Send her an email too if you need to just talk. Because we need snarky. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, and I suspect they're going to go for it. My really bad gut feeling is they're going to go for her in the. They're going to go for her in the filings tomorrow, and I just think that's disgusting. But I guess we'll just have to now wait and see what's going to happen, and I am without a lawyer on Twitter if you want to DM, says Peter. So look, we've got a really good community of people that are here to support each other. So please contact them if you need to talk. And, just try and support each other Here's another email address, Kim's. If you need to talk, it's really important that if it is affecting you, that you just talk to somebody. Hey, Gigi says, I guess I'm just in time to say goodbye. Yes, it's time to say goodbye. All right. Well, look after yourselves. Reach out if you need it, and I will catch you same place, same time tomorrow. And hopefully we have a filing to go through. Whoopsies. Sorry. Yes, know that you're loved. Yes, sorry everyone that just arrived. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, see you all later.